Hello and welcome to another update video about oil. So no real change, we are just sort of moving sideways at the moment, and we start on the daily chart, even though I'm on the 4-hour chart at the moment, but this is just zoomed out so you get the overview. And I would like to make a change with you. It doesn't really have a great impact, but it just impacts how we count this entire structure here. So I looked at the chart again, really looked at the subwave structures, and I'm not entirely comfortable with counting this as an ABC structure here anymore, but we are going to take a look. It's a valid count, but I think another count which I'm going to show you makes a little bit more sense structurally and adheres a little bit better to the Elliott wave rules and guidelines. So I've often enough talked about the move down here that started at this high in March 22. We talked about that as an ABC structure, which completed a wave W. So the first wave of a more complex correction. We then had an A, B, C structure here in the X wave. By the way, this is Brent crude oil here at the moment. We can also take a look at WTI later. And then off the high here, off the X wave high, I would like to make a small change here, not count this as an ABC anymore, and nothing happened. So it's not like, anything wasn't validated or so, but I just feel this works out a little bit better. So then the move to the low, which was made on the 20th of March as a wave W. So basically that the wave Y in itself consists of a WXY structure. I would now be looking at the move up in an X wave, which allows for a little bit more upside than I have currently on the chart. And then a move down in a wave Y of Y. I would then need to move the support area to the side, take off the 5-wave move down. So we've got basically this WXY structure, and in the Y wave, another WXY. So that means we take the sub waves out, and I'm going to take you through my preferred count. So that means if we now zoom in a little bit, first of all, we have rallied again, or got rejected again at resistance here. Remember what we said when we came down here initially. I think we talked here about a correction. I gave you then this support area, which it reacted to. It rallied into resistance. It was rejected. That's what we wanted. Made actually, well, not quite a lower low, but a double bottom, moved up again in resistance. And this ongoing sideways movement just makes me reconsider the count. The trend hasn't shifted. Let me actually take all that out. We don't need that. So I want to take you through what I find likely at the moment. So if we, if we talk about this is an X wave, what would be the likely subwave structure count? So typically off the wave W low, I consider this as an A wave, the move down as a B wave here, and the move up would now occur as a C wave. So we're basically looking at a 5-wave move to the upside. This is what I would prefer. So if we now zoom in, I would then in this C wave look at a 5-wave move to the upside, because this move up can be counted as a 5-wave move. So I'm looking at this as a wave 1, the move down here, which bottomed on the 31st of May as a wave 2. And now we're moving up in a 3, 4, 5. And that could take us sort of, around about $85, $86, I think, maybe even a little higher. Need to see how these sub waves develop. But we can talk about targets in a minute. There's certainly some important resistance around 87.40. And then if we look at sub waves, we had again here a small wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 is just a pullback, then a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So this is sort of how I think this could be developing. It's the same story for WTI as well. Let me change the wave degree here. And that means we're basically now in support for this wave 2. So I can add a little support area. Standard Fib support for a wave 2 is typically between the 50% retracement and the 78.6 retracement level. So if I add the wave 2 retracements, you can see we've touched that at $75 already, left it. Let's see, maybe this is already the complete wave 2. And if it is, the third wave should now take us beyond the 78.65 level, higher to maybe the mid 80s. Okay, so this is interesting now. So this is how I think, and this is a valid wave count as long as so first warning that this is going to break down. First warning would be a break below $73, and invalidation will occur below $71.50. So now let's take a look at WTI. It basically is a similar count. Also here we reacted lately again to the support area, moved up again, reacted to resistance. So we're just ranging at the moment. And I would also like to just change here the subwave structures just to align it with Brent Crude, because it's the same story. Also here we have the situation that we came down in what I consider a wave W. Now we could be moving up in an X wave and then a Y wave of a Y wave. Might end somewhere in the mid 40s eventually. At least that's what currently is suggested, but there should be a short-term uptrend. Also here then A wave, B wave, C wave. And in this C wave, we also have a 5-wave move to the upside. We say a wave 1, a wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. Prices are slightly different here. So again here, this wave count is valid as long as price stays above $63.80. And it is first warning that, no, that's not correct. The wave count is valid as long as we stay above $67.10. And the very first warning that this is breaking down will be obtained if price breaks below 68.70. Because also here we have a potential small 1-2 setup and it would follow through to the upside. So for me, the first main level to watch now is 68.70, the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement of this move to the upside. Yeah, so it just basically allows for a little bit more movement to the upside, but besides that, nothing changed. The overall downtrend, in my opinion, is still active. Because we are in this complex correction, the count can still change, but for now, the downtrend isn't broken at all. Let's see how high we go. I will give you some targets along the way. And yeah, hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.